3 hours. Excuse me, 3.5 hours. Are you kidding me? The Irishman. 3.5 hours. I don't think it was longer, but that's just ridiculous. Anyway, I did not enjoy it. I literally just, I tried not to fast forward to it, but this film is shit, man. Where do I start? Okay, to start off, problem number one is there's no actual, it just seems like a cliche formula film of this guy, Scorsese, which is just casual snippets of interesting socializing, people having fun, and then someone gets killed, and they're more socializing and eating and all these people having fun. It is a promotion of the gangster lifestyle, basically. One thing I learned is I've been a gangster. It's all fun. You dress really well, you hang with really fun people, you have fun, and you walk around, everyone's scared of you, and it's cool, and you put hits on people, and it's just, I mean, the first time a guy got shot, it was like this shock of, someone, I forgot who it was, someone gets shot, and it's kind of, oh my God, and I thought, oh shit, that's right, this is the same formula as Casino and all these other films. Was that Scorsese? Anyway, whatever. Just, look at that, someone, look at that slit in the throat, look at the splatter of blood on the wall, look at that, And afterwards, kind of like, okay, yeah, here we go, and the same cast of characters, and these Italian-looking guys, they're unattractive, fat Italians, and it's like, well, why? I mean, I'll be really offended. I mean, they must put the casting call. We need big, fat, really Italian-looking guys. It was a cliche. This film is a cliche. It's a parody of these gangster films with these big, fat Italian guys. You're not gonna have the beats. Hey, don't forget the calzones and and they're all gonna hit job. And it's escapism for the masses. People with the 9-to-5 jobs, with a boss, bored. And you see a movie like this and you get to, for a while, spend time with people who do what they want and lawbreakers, and they're cool and they dress well and they have meetings. But so I kind of got that within the first 10 minutes, but then it didn't go anywhere. It's almost like, and the character De Niro is just, there was no character there. He was just De Niro, just the same as every other. He just started off and it's like there was no character development. He's just some guy who got a job and someone said, do you want to do this for me? Yeah, okay. And you want to commit the crime? Oh, okay. I want you to shoot some people. I can do that. I want you to break the law. I can do that. So all right, so that's this guy. And it's funny because towards the end, he suddenly cares about his daughter and reconnects with his family. But this is like within the last 20 minutes or something. It's kind of like, it's been like 3 hours of him just, the most important thing is his role with the gang, but also he didn't seem to enjoy himself. I didn't understand the point of the motivation of this guy. It's not, I don't think he grew up around these people, so it just seemed like we're just supposed to go, okay, that's just how it is. And anyway, there was no character. I had no empathy for the character. He's a killer who killed people, and even towards the end, he didn't really feel bad about that. So I don't understand what this story is about. Is it the story of a bad guy killing people, or is it the story of Hoffa? Who I didn't know much about, but why did the movie go for so long? I think that it went for so long because maybe the director was so blown away by having all these legends all on the same film, that he just was like, let them go. He said, go for it. Just do the scene. Take your time. And it just went dragged and dragged and dragged. And there's a scene where I think Jimmy Hoffa, some meeting where he has some people, he's telling them off. Oh, what are you doing? Da, 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 da. And I just kept, it just seemed too overboard. It's over emotional. There was no, what a shit film. There's no story. I can't tell this. The story is this bad guy decides for some reason to become a criminal, and he's really comfortable killing people. I didn't understand his background. Did he just start doing it? Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Surrounded by these people who kill people for fun. And the other thing I didn't understand is this. The Jimmy Hoffa guy, when the guy kept warning him that they're going to whack you, he goes, they're not going to do it, blah, blah. I'm thinking, now, I don't know much about how criminals work, but if I'm a killer, or I'm surrounded by people who kill, murderers, then wouldn't I know that if someone threatens me, it's really serious and maybe I should listen to them because I don't want to be killed and I know that they will do it? So for him to be so flippant about towards the end, especially when the guy warns him over and over again, and he's like, no, I'm not going to do it, blah, blah. It's kind of like, well, is he crazy? Why is he doing this? It just doesn't make sense. So I kind of like, it was kind of frustrating, but didn't have much real empathy for him because I thought, is he lost his mind? And even when the guy killed him, De Niro kills Hoffa, it just sort of happens. It's like, oh, okay. That's what the whole movie was like. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And then they killed him. I started fast forwarding it after a while. And you can tell, someone's about to get whacked. Oh, another guy gets whacked. Oh, another guy gets whacked. And so it's a Wackfest. This movie is a Wackfest. And 3.5 hours of Wackfest. What else can I say? No character development. Towards the end. Also, the other things that someone else has mentioned that the age thing confused because they look like really old guys. And I mean, I know people in their 80s who don't look that old. The really crinkled face. What's his name? Joe Pesci. He looked really. I mean, unless they must have done a lot of makeup to make him look extra crinkled, chain smoking dude. But he looked almost like a caricature. They all kind of looked like caricatures, to be honest. It's a bad expression. I've got to stop saying that. Anyway, that's really all I've got to say. 3.5 hours. And I read it up. It's supposed to 95% approval rating. Give me a break. There was some other shit film I remember that got some ridiculous approval rating. I think it's all rigged. But yeah, it's boring. And I think Scorsese was just got all these guys and thought, wow, legends of film. I'm just going to go with it, guys. Just go with the scene. And maybe he just didn't have the balls to say, nah, stop, that's too much or that's too little. And I found a lot of the plot confusing as well. Even one of the first things when they open up he says to the guy, I can get you some meat. And he goes, yeah, I like this kind of meat. Oh, okay, cool, I can get that meat. So he was just some sort of instant cool gangster dude. He was never shown. I think with Godfather, it showed him as a kid. I don't remember now. I'm pretty sure Godfather, it's showed as a nice guy. His evolution from a regular guy to a bit of a scumbag to further and further up doing more and more crime. You could sort of see how he got there. And if you start off with the guy being a scumbag and ignore the backstory, then the story should be really, really good. Something has to happen, has to go somewhere, has to build all sorts of challenges. But what challenges did this guy have? What obstacle did De Niro face? They just seemed to just keep or get orders to whack people, and he'd whack them, and then he'd get promoted, and people loved him. Everyone just loved him. Oh, yeah, I'll stick with me. I'll do this. We're going to do places. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. So exciting. The only challenge he ever faced, I think, was when he was trying to convince Hoffa to quit or whatever it was. But even that wasn't really an emotional scene. It was too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there was no moment of For example, if Joe Pesci, if he had said to Joe Pesci, please don't make me do this. I've got to know this guy, his family. Can you make an exception in this case? And blah, blah. And shed a tear. No tears, no nothing. He just, all right, I'll do it. Kind of thing. And it's all kind of like, oh, okay. So anyway, wow. So that's really all I got to say. A travelogue Wackfest. Cliche Wackfest, which is really... after a while, I started fast forwarding because I don't really want to see a constant stream of 3.5 hours of random people getting whacked, and also I don't really know much about how the unions and the Teamsters work, so that was part was a bit confusing as to. I had to look up stop at one point and look at the wiki to figure out that. So Hoffa ran the union, and they were using the funds to. They gave the money to the gangsters to invest in Las Vegas, but then they were worried that once Hoffa got charge of the union again, he was going to ask for the loans back and with interest and something. It just seemed really, I don't know, is it a historical thing? Do you have to explain the background to it? Do you need to know this stuff? Or is it just watch a bunch of fat motherfuckers blow each other's brains out? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's all I got to say.